Good morning, you beautiful souls. Welcome to your morning messages with me, Michelle. I am here to help you along your awakening journey. And today feels a little spicy, meaning I feel super charged. I don't know why. And I feel like even this is being like super fiery. And it smells different today too. It actually smells like fire. It doesn't smell like my Palo Santo. Maybe it was burned once already, but yeah, we're going to do a love reading. We're going to do these morning messages all about love and passion. I'm feeling it in my body. I've been feeling like super turned on in a way, not in a typical way that you would use the phrase turned on. I just feel like my whole body is open to that kind of sexual energy. So we're going to see what pours through me today. And maybe it's because somebody out there is feeling supercharged. So I am with you. All right. Here we go. It is snowing here. We are getting probably like 5 to 8 inches. I went out already this morning. I went out around 7:30. I cleared my Jeep off. I named her Charlie. I took her for a drive. It was nice. There was like nobody on the roads. The roads weren't too bad. They were coated, but I have 4-wheel drive. So I put my Jeep in 4-wheel drive and just like saw the beautiful scenery. It was just really nice. And then I came home and showered, got my coffee. I filmed a video about the 6 stages of spiritual awakening. So I'll link that below. If you have not watched that, go check that out. But yeah, I felt like because I did that spiritual awakening video, I'm like, you know what, I'm feeling a little juicy today. I wore my hot pink because it's like super sexy and hot. So let's get into this love reading. So we're going to pull cards for people in partnerships and for people in separation. Separation could look like somebody temporarily like on a break. Separation could be, you know, a partner is in a marriage and they meet and there's a roadblock in the way. Separation could mean you meet the love of your life and they live in California and you live here, and you meet them in an airport and you connect, and then it's just like, crap, what do we do? How do we make this work? I feel such a pull to this person. And the universe draws you together to meet in those magical situations. I'm telling you, it happens all the time. The universe will bring your person to you. You do not have to go searching. The universe will literally bring them to your door, to your coffee shop, to help you fix your tire, whatever it is. Trust that if you're waiting on a partner, when you are ready, the universe will bring them to you, and the universe might even prepare you. I've been noticing things in my life and things in other people's lives with stories and readings about how sometimes we have dreams about our partners before they arrive. Sometimes we have visions. Sometimes we see their name everywhere, or we start to meet a few people with their name and we're like, oh, then we connect the dots later and look back. Sometimes we are doing things that our partners do, like we have parallel lives. So maybe you left your job and they left their job at the same time. I just had 2 clients had that scenario, and maybe they were doing the same type of jobs just in different states. So it's pretty wild. So if you're waiting on a partner, don't worry. They will come just at the right time and you don't have to go around searching for them. So let's start off with doing people in separation. What does your partner want to tell you right now? What are they going through right now? I'm starting to understand our connection. So they're building a deeper bond with the idea of you 2 being partners. And for you all listening, start to pay attention to the thoughts that you're having. You know, I will wait for a sign from you. And if you're feeling like, oh, I can't reach out to them, what kind of sign? This means a sign from your higher self. So for me, for an example, if it was me in my life, you guys know that I love hearts. My daughter sends me hearts. My daughter passed away in 2012, and hearts are like my thing. So I believe that if somebody is meant for me, or if somebody is supposed to connect with me, Micah, my daughter, will send them a heart and it will make them think of me. And it's the universe jumping into their mind saying, hey, call Michelle, whether it's to work together, to date, whatever. It is direct communication. It's a sign. So they're saying they're going to wait for a sign from you. Maybe you like pineapples. Maybe you like frogs. Well, they're going to ask the universe to send them a sign to see if it's safe to reach out to you or to see if it's safe to show up at your door. And what they're eventually going to learn is that they don't need a sign. They can just show up because they feel it in their body and they're having the thought. We take action. If we're having a thought, we do it. And we just see what happens. And we do it respectfully and with kindness and compassion. We don't just bulldoze in, but we're considerate. You speak to me through music. I love this one. I'm a big music person, so I love putting on certain stations or hearing a song and it will make me think of somebody. My favorite station in my neck of the woods is 98.1. It's like an oldie station. I just feel like it's a lot of like love music on that station too, because back then I feel like people spoke more about like, they wrote about good like love stories. So like Walking on Sunshine is one of my favorite songs. When I hear that in my Jeep and my Jeep tops off, I'm like, yes, like imagine that kind of love that makes you feel like you're walking, like you're just sunshine. You're so excited about life. I love that. All right, let's do another one. So they're thinking of you when they're listening to music. They're waiting for a sign. The sign could be the music. And we will be together again. Yep. They know it's just a matter of time, and the universe will not keep you apart. The universe will bring you together if you're meant to be together, but it will only bring you together so far. And then you have free will. You have to say, I choose myself. I choose this connection. I want this for myself. I want this for us. And that person has to take action in their life to do it, whether it's, you know, changing jobs and, you know, being able to provide for yourself in a different way, or moving, or having the conversation with somebody, or like I said, with moving, you know, say your person is in another state, like maybe you finally are like, I'm going to go after this. I'm going to do it. You have the conversation, they're open, and you say, I'm just going to go. I'm going to take a flight. I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to stay a weekend, connect with him or her, and just go from there. Sometimes it's just those simple steps, even though that's a big step. They're not committing for the rest of their life. They're just exploring it. And sometimes when we get the card, we will be together again, it's because they're contemplating. They're already imagining life with you. And they're like, I can do this. I just need to, they think they need to get all these things lined up to do it. And they don't. They just need to put on their big boy or big girl pants and just say, I choose me. I choose my happiness and I want this and I'm going to go get it. Okay. Great messages. So that was for people in separation. Now let's do the tarot of sexual magic. We'll get a little spicy. For people in partnerships, or say you're currently with somebody, you're courting somebody. I love the idea of being courted, of somebody like taking you on dates and like you're slowly getting to know one another. So, which is so funny because I feel like that's what we got. We have 7 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Ooh, 7 of Wands, courting, dating, nurturing each other, loving on each other. And again, I don't read these like the normal tarot. I read these on whatever messages that I get when I see the photo. We have 4 of Chalices, 4 of Cups. It's like they have all the tools right in front of them. You can see the scissors, the magnet. There's a bird there too. It's like they have all these tools to walk through this gate. They can do it. They have to do it together. They have to work together. They have to appreciate what they have. They have to see that, you know, their ego has been holding them back, thinking that they can't be together. It's like there's all these obstacles. No, you can do anything together. You work together, you balance each other out, and you say, I'm going to walk through this gate with you, no matter how many people tell us it's not going to work. I love you so much that I want to make this work. That's what I feel like this card is saying. It's like, are you doing it with me? Do you want to go through this gate together? Like, let's make it work. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about. And the 7 of Wands, I love that they're by the water. I like that they're by the water. It's like they're just in the present moment, feeling each other, touching each other for the first time. It's like, finally, we get to be together. Your wands have been lit for a while, and now it's time to actually like dive into them. It's so funny. I was thinking of the incense as a wand. That's wild. Oh my gosh. And look at, he's holding like the wand here too. So this is, you have somebody who is maybe thinking that you're with somebody else, and maybe that's why they're holding back. It's like you're being watched. This could just mean being watched in general. It doesn't mean it's like two guys and a girl and somebody jealous or whatever. It's just an energy of the person is watching you. They're not wanting to lose you. They're hoping that you don't go with somebody else. They're keeping a close eye on you because maybe they're not quite ready yet, but they're also afraid that what if you meet somebody else? And we do that all the time, right? The universe brings us random people and we're just like, whoa, where'd you come from? Like, you know, I could meet a guy tomorrow and be like, oh, hi, who are you? It's just the way the world works. So that person is probably sweating bullets. And it's like, we will be together again, but will we? Or are you dragging your feet and you're going to miss out on an awesome opportunity because your girl is a queen and she could get anybody that she wants. And she's not going to settle for any kind of BS. So is he going to step up and take action? Sorry, I'm just getting a message right now. Getting a message to have compassion for him or her, because they might not be, I don't know why, I'm getting a sensation that they're ready, but there's like things that they want to do it right. And they want to do it like, you know, say they have to leave their job and they have to give a certain amount of time. Like they don't want to just like abruptly leave things and not be respectful. So have compassion for them if they're not coming, but you be open to dating because we don't wait around for other people. We don't stop our lives hoping that somebody will choose us. We are queens or kings, and we deserve to be chosen. We deserve to be admired. We deserve to be nourished and to be taken care of. And we also deserve to know that we don't need to be taken care of, but it just feels good. And we're worthy of that. So we have to set that boundary and we have to say like, hey, I deserve this. And if you can't give me that, then I need to move elsewhere because I'm not going to sit around waiting. And a lot of times if it's somebody leaving a partnership, I don't know if I feel like whoever's listening right now is in a marriage. You're a woman and you're in a marriage and you're knowing that you need to leave, but maybe you haven't met your person yet. You know, what would you rather? Would you rather meet your person now and then have it as like you leave and then people think you cheated? Or would you rather be bold and say, you know what, I'm going to choose me and I'm not going to have a safety net to fall into after this partnership. I'm going to go into the unknown and be by myself. Because sometimes when we let go of things, that's when the new thing arrives. I know for me, like, I would never want to be the person that like, you know, met somebody while I was married, and you can't help it if it happens. It's God's plan for you. But, you know, doing it the right way and doing it in a sense of respect and compassion, but also honoring the person that you met and honoring yourself if you haven't met that person yet, to be like, I don't need another person to help me leave this. I can leave it on my own. I can choose me. And if there is another person that you think that might be an option, you still leave for you. You don't leave to go be with that person. You leave and you say, listen, I'm going to leave this marriage, but I need to be by myself for a little bit. I would love to still be friends and to keep talking, but I don't want to move too fast because I need to figure out who I am. I want to know every ounce of my soul before I enter into another partnership, because I don't want the same thing to happen, what happened in my first marriage, to happen in my second marriage. I want to completely know who I am and know what I want before I start dating somebody new. And that's for you, whoever's watching. If you're a female, I've been getting the sensation, if you're a female in a marriage, you might need to leave that and have some alone time. Don't quickly start dating. But if you do, you can date and still find out who you are through that dating process. People are great mirrors for us. Okay, sorry. I feel like I rambled and maybe didn't make sense there. Just because I feel a little, it's like they're making me feel a little jumbled. So just ignore that if that didn't resonate. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna do some more of the sexual tarot. All right, for people in separation. Ooh, hot mamas. We have 3 women in this card, all half naked. And it's the wheel card. The wheel is turning. It is your turn to be admired, to be adored, to be loved. Your person is going to come in blazing and they're not going to be able to take their hands off of you. They are going to want to touch every piece of your being. They're just going to want to lounge around with you, like flocking in the garden. You know what I mean? And I always see all the growth, like the greenery, like growth, like you're this beautiful woman who's done all of her growing and she's ready to be admired and nurtured and appreciated for her growth. That's what this is. The wheel has turned and it's your turn to be appreciated in everything that you've been through. It's now your turn to receive. That's the word, receive, receive, receive. Okay, let's do another one. Temperance. This is all about cooling off, balancing things out. I keep getting a sense of like you're going to go through phases of really being nourished and like you're in the partnership, right? Say you're in separation and then they come back and then everything's really passionate and really good. And then it starts to temper off and then it's like, okay, how do we balance this? How do we keep functioning in our lives, but keep the passion going? And I also see this as let's keep the passion going. It doesn't have to end. I'm actually reading a book called 8 Dates. I'll show you guys the title and who it's by. Oh, it's 11/11 when I just did that screenshot. Okay, so it's called 8 Dates. So good. I don't know if you can see who the author is. You probably can't. It is John Gottman, Gottman, and I believe his wife, Julie Gottman. So it says Essential Conversations for a Lifetime of Love. And the book is all about like how to keep this passion, this appreciation going through conversation, learning how to communicate with one another. I'm actually going to do another whole video on what I've learned from this book. So be on the lookout for that too. I'm going to do that later today. But when your person comes back, if you're in separation or if you're in partnership, you can keep this fire lit. You've got a lot of wands here. We have 2 wands, 1 cup card, and then 2 major arcana, which is all about understanding that the passion can stay alive. The wheel is turning. It is your turn to receive this passion because you've gone so much of your life without this true deep love. And now it's your turn to receive it. So allow it in. Don't block it. You have the tools to walk through the door. You know, you're at the door with her. She has the tools. She's been learning. She's been growing. She can guide you through how to do whatever it is that you need to do. She can guide you on your mission in life. She can help you pursue your mission. She will support you. And it will be this like balancing, like I fill your cup up, you fill my cup up. I fill your cup up, you fill mine. And we continue to go on dates and we continue to feed our souls with each other. I just think of feeding his soul, like feel like look at his hands on her back. It's just feeding his soul to touch her. He's never felt that before. It's like electricity when you guys touch. And you guys are worthy of that kind of love. And it does exist, but it doesn't exist unless you're willing to do the work to face your fears, to say, I'm willing to do this. even though I might get hurt, you know, but that's why we're here. We're here to experience that electrifying feeling. And it doesn't need to be fleeting. It can be long lasting. You just have to do the work to nurture it. But there's this iceberg scenario that I've learned with dating is there's an iceberg, right? The tip of the iceberg is the passion. It's the lust. It's the, I just want to like touch this person. I love their conversation. But then underneath it is emotional maturity. You know, can we blend our lives together? Am I dating this person? Am I really thinking long-term, or am I letting the lust and the feeling that I feel around them sway me? So we have to go underneath the surface and say, okay, does this person have emotional maturity? Are they asking me questions about my life? Are they asking me to talk about my fears, to talk about the things that scare me? Are they connecting with me and then offering their fears in return? That's building a foundation of emotional maturity together. And it can't just be in the surface, like, let's go out and have a drink and wow, you're really gorgeous. And oh, that was really funny. And you just keep it surface level. That's not going to be long lasting. You have to go underneath. You have to look at your lives and be like, could we really blend our lives? Could we really live together? Could we really, you know, could he support me when I'm not feeling my best? Can he hold space for me? Here's a great indicator, ladies or men, if you're watching. If you are somebody that you know that you handle your emotions pretty well, but you have days where you're just like, oh, I just want to rage at somebody. We have anger, right? You need to find yourself a man or a woman who says, give it to me. Give me that rage. I can handle it. I will stand strong. You can yell at me. Get it out. Get it out. Come on, scream, yell, whatever. You have to have somebody that's willing to sit there and listen to you. And they are sturdy. They are not going anywhere. And they are willing to listen to whatever it is, even if it's hurtful for them. They're not going to run away, because if they run away when things start to get tough, guess what? Long term, guess what they're going to do? They're going to run away. So a great indicator of a good under the surface, is it a solid foundation type of partnership, is what do they do when you get emotional or when you get angry? Do they say, I can handle this? I want you to feel better. Get this out, get this out. Or do they say, you're crazy. You need to stop thinking that way. Nothing bad's going to happen. That's them shooing your emotions away. And you don't want somebody like that, because they are not honoring your feelings and they're not holding space for you. And you might have a partner that's willing to do the work, but you might have to guide them on what that looks like. They might have never been taught how to do what I just mentioned about being strong, being like, give it to me. Come on. I want you to get it off your chest. Come on, go deeper. Why are you having those thoughts? Always asking the deeper questions to pull it out of them. That's what a true partner does. And then when you have that kind of emotional maturity and foundation, guess what happens? Holy freaking shit. This goes off the charts. Now you're willing to be vulnerable with them emotionally or physically, because you feel safe. You know that they're not just going to leave when things get tough, because they've held space for you in your emotional, spiritual, mental, and emotional moments. I know I said emotional twice there, but like everything other than physical, if they're there holding ground for you and they're making you feel safe, then that means you can then kind of open up your flower to them physically and know that they won't just dip out and not respect you, and they're not just using you for your energy. Awesome messages this morning. All right, lovies, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go keep filming some other content for you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. We have a snowstorm going on here, which I mentioned. So stay safe if you're local. If not, enjoy the sunshine wherever you are. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.